Welcome civil engineers, learn faster with civil engineering tips. Today we are going to learn about the ellipse, how to draw ellipse in Autocad. Here you can see the three different commands: center, axis in, elliptical arc. This is the way of creating an ellipse. Now let's select the center. That means, and when you select the command, then you see the command line specifies center of ellipse. Specifying center of ellipse anywhere on the screen, and then specify end point of axis. Okay, now let's select it as a 3 feet in the x direction and specify distance to other axis. Let's select it as 1 feet. Then and now I will draw a line. Here you can see the coordinate in x direction and y direction as 3 feet and 1 feet, which we just draw. Here you can see this 3 feet, this 1 feet. Now we make ellipse, and the other process is axis end. Okay, select this and look at the command line, specify axis end of ellipse. Okay. Specifying end point of an ellipse, specifying other point. Let's give a distance as 6 feet. And the specified distance to other axis. Now moving on to the y axis, giving it as 1 feet. Here the same ellipse formed. Similarly, we can use here elliptical arc. Creating an elliptical arc, we choose that function. So specify axis end point of elliptical arc. So I'm selecting the end point of elliptical arc. Similarly, taking the coordinate along x as 6 feet, and then similarly with, but now for y axis it will take the center as the reference point. So here I am taking 1 feet. This is how we make ellipse. And for arc, you see here specify start angle. Now suppose I will take 90 degrees here. Okay, here I select 90 degree. So I'm rotating my mouse cursor in anti-clockwise direction. Look here, anti-clockwise direction. It begins to form an arc. So we can make it as per our desired requirement. So when we move from clockwise, then it appears and it appears. So now moving on to the command by typing, you can simply type EL space. Here you can see arc and center. I prefer using the center rather than the arc, so E space. Okay, I'll repeat command EL for ellipse. Here you can see either press enter or space button in the keyboard and specify axis end point of ellipse or arc and center. Now let's select C and then space. Now this specifies center point of ellipse, specifying the center point and specify end point of axis. Let's select let's give 3 feet. Now it is taking the reference along the center point, so I give 3 feet in x direction and 1 feet specify to distance to other axis. So I'm taking 1 feet in y axis. Rather than selecting this, if we turn off the ribbon bar, then you can simply use ellipse command, center, coordinate as, okay, now let's take it as 5 feet by 2 feet. Ellipse. Okay, now you can on ribbon bar. Like, share and subscribe to civil engineering tips to learn faster. Peace out.